Good morning, good morning, good morning, my sentient beings, my sentient siblings, my sentient brothers and sisters, my sentient spiritual beings, my siblings. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. As you can see, I'm out here taking some deep breaths and experiencing the nature of God, the goodness of God in an open space. It's such a good thing to do. And when you have time today, get out and do it. Get out and do it. I encourage it. Get out and do it. Get out and smell the flowers. Look at the leaves. Watch the grass. Get out and see the beauty around you. The beauty around you. Get out and get it done. Get out and smell. Open up your lungs. Put your feet in the grass. Get some of those ions. Get up, and get out today. As much as you can. If you can just take 5 minutes, get out and do it. If you can take 3 minutes, just step outside the door. Whatever you do, get outside today. There's so much beauty in outdoors. See the birds fly by. As you can see the birds fly by. It was a dove. You see the sparrows. You can hear them. You just get out. We want to lift up. This is Mental Health Awareness Month, and so we are praying for each and every person, each and every sentient being who is experiencing or in the midst of that experience. Who's in the midst of that? We're praying for each and every one of you, and know that we are holding and lifting you up as you go through the process. And you know too that our God is a mind regulator and for sure a healer. And so we want to lift you up, but we also want to lift you up and put you in the arms of safety. I understand by letting you know that God is able. Not only do we want to lift up that, but we also want to lift up that this is Pentecost. This is the week of Pentecost. And if you know nothing else, that prayer changes everything. It changes the person, it changes the atmosphere, it changes the environment, it changes the people that's attached to the environment. It changes everything. It opens up the heavens, it causes the angels to move. Prayer changes it. We ask that you sit in meditation so that you can hear from God, hear from Abba, hear from self, so that we know what to do in the process of helping us get further and further and deeper into our relationship with Abba. Hey, honey, we just came to lift it off of us. He says, oh, what peace we forfeit, needless pains we bear, all because we don't carry all this crap, all this stuff to God in prayer. Honey, take it. And this is the week to do that. This is Pentecostal week. So good morning again. And here's what we're going to talk about today. Tune Up Tuesday. This is the Elder's Table. It's Elder Renee. What we're going to talk about. Tune Up Tuesday. Tuning in to tune up to tune out. What are we tuning into? We're tuning in to allowing the Spirit, as we take our deep breath, and we're releasing it. We're going to take it again. But one more time. Take that breath in. Baby, look at here. What you just did was reconnect to the very essence of you. God gave you that breath, and it was that breath that gives you clarity. It is that breath that brings you to an understanding. It's that breath that brings you back into a focus and an alignment of why you came. So here, Tune Up Tuesday. We're here to tune in, to tune up, to tune out. Well, I was taking the kids to school this morning, and one of their favorite shows came on, The Ugly Duckling. In the story is so profound, even now as an adult, because you get a chance to pick it apart. And what it pretty much said is that we're tuning in to ourselves, to tune up that we are swans, to tune out that the ugly duckling is a mere formality of our minds. Here's why. As the story goes on, the ugly duckling was walking around asking people if they had ever seen anybody like him. He says, have you ever seen anybody like me, this ugly duckling? he began to ask people that didn't look like him. He began to ask the pig. The pig said, I've never seen an ugly duckling like you. He asked the goat. He said, I've never seen an ugly duckling like you. And then he asked a cow. The cow said, I never ever seen an ugly duckling like you. But then he went to the owl who was wise, and he says, maybe your mother told you that you were special because it didn't matter what you looked like on the outside. It mattered what you looked like on the inside. It mattered what you carried inside of you. It mattered how you were, your being in life. That's what mattered. That's what mattered. It didn't matter that you were what you appeared like on the outside. It's what it appeared to be on the inside. But the ugly duckling kept in his mind that because they first called him an ugly duckling, he said he had to go hide for a while. And the seasons passed, and while seasons passed, he began to grow. But in that hiding, he was fearful, he was doubtful, he was angry, he was upset, he was scared, he was hurt. He says, and then one day he heard something in the water, and in the water there begins to float something. He says, wow, isn't that so beautiful? And then something heard him, but that something was the swan. And she says, come out of the weeds, come out of the trees. And he says, no, because I'm so ugly. And she began to chuckle because he says, well, you can't be that ugly because you look just like me. Can I tell you that's what God says to us today? That's what our Tune Up Tuesday is about. Don't be the ugly duckling in your perceived mind when you are a swan. You are a swan because he simply says, come out from among them. He says, come out from among them. You're not an ugly duckling. You're beautiful. You're a beautiful being. You're what I created you to be. You're created in my image. You're created with my characters. You are a beautiful being. That's what I wanted to tell you today in Tune Up Tuesday. You don't have to play the ugly duckling in your mind, even if somebody told you a long time ago that the things that you have done, the stuff that you've experienced, the stuff that you've gone through may have caused some ugly duckling experiences. But when I tell you, honey, you are a swan. And you've got swan qualities. You're gracious. You're majestic. You're excellent. Exquisite. You're majestic. Magnificent. Why? Because we come from all of those things. That is what Abba is to us. That's what Ruach HaKodesh comes to tell us. You are a swan. And here's another thing. Just a caveat, and we'll put this cap on there. The ugly duckling was asking not only the wrong people, but he was using the wrong name. He was going around asking them if he was an ugly duckling. Well, actually, a baby swan is called a cygnet. Stop asking people if you're a duckling when you got a different name. You're a child of the King. You are a child of the Most High. You are a divine being. You are love. You are peace. You are joy. You are grace. You are favor, right? You are peace. So stop asking people that don't look like you, don't walk like you, don't swim like you, don't sing like you. Stop asking the pig. The duckling was asking the pig. He asked the goat. He asked the cow. And none of them knew who he was. But he went to the owl, which happened to be a bird, and he says, maybe it wasn't that she was trying to get you to see what's on the outside, but maybe it's trying to get to see what's on the inside. So a swan to a swan, I'm telling you, tune up your swan, your signet, okay? That's who you are. And that's all I wanted to tell you today. That's all I want to tell you. I didn't want to be too long, but I just wanted to come here to tell you to tune up, to tune in, to tune out. You are every bit of what God created you to be. Be that thing. Be that swan. That's what you came here to do. That's what you came here to be. Don't forget, it's Pentecost week, y'all. Make sure you get in your prayer closet this week, because whatever you've been asking God for, you want extra mercy and extra grace. Extra mercy and extra grace to make it through, to finish the course, to become exactly what you have come here to become. This is the Elders Table. You know I love y'all. It's peace, Grace, blessings to each of y'all.